I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions in this video. First of all, I wanted to just tell me about what happened. We had only one session together, and I wanted just to tell me your experience. Oh, sorry, yeah, your experience in the session.
Sure. After meeting you and finding out from what you told me that you could do, a little apprehensive to your services and what I'd get out of it, but basically what happened, I was a bit stuck, negative, not moving anywhere in my career or my family life, social life, things like that. So having your session with you where we sat, I'm not really sure what did happen, which is a bit hard to explain. But through the session with you, I sat comfortably. You asked me some questions, which I don't think were scripted. I think you just rolled with those questions to get me to, maybe find out questions inside me, and then after answering those questions to you, then there was the change proceeded in me from those questions and how you made me react to those questions.
Okay, so what changes happened?
A lot. Within a few weeks, probably even less than that, 2 weeks at the most, a new career change came for me, a new outlook in life came. Many things. A lot of things came out of that. Which, being stuck, I would say, being stuck for maybe 2 or 3 years or even longer, in what I'd suggest maybe a negative state, if I would. Within then the 2 weeks of having our session, there was definitely a change to a very positive outlook of life, and just life in general took over, and things started to happen without me really pursuing it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, makes total sense to me.
Yeah, I would say I'm not just a positive switch within inside me, not necessarily my surroundings or the people and their reactions to me, but just inside me, to I don't know, to be open for everything that would come my way instead of pushing it aside and not taking notice of it.
Okay, and now, how did you feel through the session?
Through the session itself, I wasn't really sure. I hadn't been through anything like this before, so not to say that I wasn't believing in it, because I was open for it, because I'd accepted, what you had offered, and I was taking your course, your session, sorry. But through it, I was just quite relaxed. I just sat on the couch and put my head in my hands, I suppose, and listened to you and answered your questions, and was quite comfortable. I just sat there and listened to you, really, and then responded. So the outcome came from it.
Now, sometime later, you shared with me that next morning you woke up, and tell me that again.
Next morning was just that positive outlook on life. I wouldn't say I slept any better or anything particular like that, but once I woke up, the sun was shining and it was a bright new day sort of thing. So instead of waking up the next morning and just believing it's just another day, ho-hum, here we go sort of thing, to, well, let's get up and at it and make a change in life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, well, we didn't work with sleep this particular. We just worked on, I don't even know what we worked on. So we just I'll just give me one session. Let's see.
Yeah.
I can't even tell what we worked on. However, things change. I knew these things would change, but it's very hard to predict what things change when you work like non-specific problem. Now,
yeah.
Now, tell me the difference. I know you've already touched on that, but just in more detail, tell me what was your life before that session, what your life is now.
Life before, I don't know, a bit crazy. I think to sort of generalise it, it was up and down. It was nuts. It was moving here and there. A lot of work and no play, and directionless. To say, not really driven. Directionless and not driven would be how I would word it before the session, and then after that, completely different. I grabbed a new opportunity that arose to me, and I just ran with it, not like I had before. So that, I guess, opening myself up to accept something new that was right in front of me instead of just pushing it aside, I guess.
So new opportunities came your way?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, for people, because I have a lot of people asking me, what do you actually do? And I find it very difficult to explain. If you were talking to a friend, and they were asking, what did you do? What would you tell to them?
I'd probably say you would sort their life out from the inside, I guess. Make you realise what's available to you, or what each individual, what you're capable of. Because it's not scripted. It's not something that you would read in a book particularly. It's just the questions that you would ask myself or any client is necessarily what's related to them. However you feel at the time, those questions you ask are then the ones that make you open yourself up to what's available to you, not necessarily to anybody else, because it's not scripted. It just comes from you. It's a bit hard to tell. It's a bit hard to say what it is that you do, like you say. So if anyone was interested in anyone that wanted to open themselves up and realise what they're going through or what they're capable of, I think it'd be well worth sitting down and having a conversation with you, Sveti.
Yeah, I'm glad you had that conversation with me.
I'm glad too.
Yeah, I like seeing this change in people. And oftentimes people don't know where all this came from and what happened. They just can't explain. So this is how you would explain to a person what I do, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Yeah, just anyone that wants a change in their life, anyone that wants to change, not necessarily who they are, but how they're feeling and where they're heading in life, to anything really. I think the sky's the limit to what they could get out of it. It's because it's inside them that you're releasing. It's not something you're giving them. It's something that you're bringing out of them, probably more than anything.
Yeah, that's a good explanation. I like that. Now, do you have anything else to add in relation to working with me, or changes to happen, anything else? Would you like to add anything before we finish?
Well, I would say thank you for starters for bringing that out of me, for one. But I think for anyone that wants to, anyone that's stuck in any sort of situation in their lives, and it would be well worth them sitting down and having a chat. It doesn't matter where you're from, what walk of life, be it any sort of professional, or like I'm a construction worker, and it doesn't matter who you are. If you've got something that you feel that you're more capable of, or if you need something released from you, then I think you're the girl to sit down and have a chat with, Sveti.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, thanks so much for your time today, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Yep.